Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. As you see right here, a happy, elated Mercedes Renee, better known as Sasha Banks, is happy that she won the TBS Championship, but she plans to be a fighting champion. And she got a lot of comers coming her way here. You won't believe who's coming her way to lay damage to her. And then she gets also her first championship defense as well. So we get to see Mercedes Moné go out and in the bang or whatever. Also, too, we get news on this. A lot of AEW stars are leaving. Arn Anderson, Mark Henry, and Jake Hager. I guess AEW wasn't for them. We'll talk about it coming up. The Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribers care. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, we get things started here on the Pro Wrestling Show with the CEO, the boss herself, Mercedes Moné, the new AEW TBS Women's Champion, and she came out with a bang. Thought she would want to go for the Women's World Championship. Mercedes Moné coming out of the swing, holding the championship, the TBS Championship. She's the face of TBS, and she's on the network and stuff. But TBS, like I said, TBS has been on wrestling all the way prior back to the early 70s with the NWA, Georgia Championship Wrestling, and WCW. Now back to AEW as the forefront. What a remarkable moment. Mercedes Moné getting herself ready. She was looking forward to see who's going to be her first challenger. Tony Schiavone made it clear via Tony Khan that Mercedes Moné challenger was going to be Sky Blue. Sky Blue coming out of nowhere. Sky Blue making her rounds tonight. And Sky Blue 1-2 making impact. And I think Sky Blue did so. And what she did, Sky Blue showcasing that she wants to be the next TBS champion, attacking Mercedes Moné, leaving Mercedes out. One day my Sky Blue came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So there's a possibility what we can see with Sky Blue later on. But we could get to it now. Well, Mercedes Moné was going to be a fighting champion, and she did. She came out there with her entrance as the new champion, the TBS champion. Mercedes Moné took it to Sky Blue. Sky Blue tried to get the early advantage on Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné found a way to beat off Sky Blue, and she did so. And Mercedes Moné in her first championship defense defeated Sky Blue. And Sky Blue didn't have what it takes. But as you can tell right here, we don't know who this woman is. Definitely something. She came out of nowhere and attacked Mercedes Moné. I think she's from Mexico. They're doing that Forbidden Door situation where she's going to be challenging Mercedes Moné down the road. And we could see that being a situation down the road. So Mercedes Moné with Sky Blue, what's going on? But Mercedes Moné looking all fresh and looking all happy that she gets to retain her TBS Women's Championship the way she did, and we see that like that being that way tonight. Speaking of more champions galore. We get to the world champion. We can get the picks of the world champion. Well, we'll get to Swerve. Swerve Strickland, the world champion, cutting off the hair of Kill Switch. Kill Switch retreating after he had a tough battle against the world champion, Strickland. Strickland tried to take his match to Kill Swift. Swerve Strickland taking the Kill Swift. Kill Swift did not have in effect and what went down. I'll tell you that right now. This is far from over. And what's going on between Swerve Strickland? But Swerve Strickland don't no word to be hurried. He's waiting to see who's gonna be his number one contender. We're gonna find out a little bit later. Well, Mac Jackson of the Elite won their match from Team AEW. I don't know why the Elite were out there, but Elite came out there. The Elite all in style, acting like the Beatles and stuff. The Bucks still retain their tag team championships along with Okada. Okada doing the same thing. Jack Perry. One thing about the Elite did what they need to do. The Bucks with their world championship. Well, the Bucks decided to give Okada a Lamborghini. Wow. If you got to do what you got to do to win a Lamborghini, you are in the game. I'll tell you right now, you're in the game right now. And with that, Okada received a Lamborghini. Now, the Bucks was going to give Jack Perry his gift. Well, since Edge got hurt this week and he won't be no longer to compete, well, they decided to try to give Edge's title, Adam Copeland, his title away to Jack Perry. But somebody came out of nowhere and decided that was too much, too soon. Well, what's his name? Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel, who once was an AEW the talent relations. Now he's an intern EVP. He decided to use his intern EVP power to make sure that Jack Perry compete in a qualifying match to earn himself a right into the ladder match. The ladder match, indeed. So I guess we're going to be seeing ladder qualifying matches coming forward. So we'll see how they're going to go. Roosh saying that he wants to go against MJF, the Triple H 2002 version MJF that he debuted, which I was kind of puzzled. Like, why do you want to be Triple H? Be yourself, MJF, rather than being some cosplay Triple H. We get you a fan Triple H. I'm a fan of Triple H of that era, that year particularly, but I can detail that was 2002, and he wanted to be Triple H. Just be yourself, man. But you know how they go. Let's see. Hopefully he gets the opportunity he wants. Well, it was time for the learning tree. Chris Jericho had his talk show. Big Bill introducing Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was trying to talk and do the learning tree until he got interrupted by Brian Keefe. Brian Keefe came out there. I don't know why it just didn't make no sense. He attacked the security guard, and then Brian Keefe decided to join Chris Jericho on the learning tree. So Brian Keefe, a part of Chris Jericho's learning tree now. Jericho's trying to establish a stable of unsung people that got potential, but didn't see that other people didn't see potential in, and Chris Jericho's going to pull out and create some magic. So Jericho's good at that, and we'll see what Jericho's going to do with this, as Jericho is known and notorious of just helping mold superstars and build them up and create potential. So Jericho could create potential into the likes of what's going on. So we can see that. Well, we know this, that Don Callis has been a thorn in a lot of people's butts for quite some years. Well, Don Callis was trying to convince that he had a new member of the Don Callis family. Many people thought it was going to be Orange Cassidy that Callis did try to recruit. Orange Cassidy was not interested, and he paid for it after he got clotheslined by Cassidy's former best friend, Trent Barretta. Barella now is a new member of the Orange Cassidy hate group, and Don Callis tried to sucker everyone in, and that's what he did. He suckered everyone in to what he thought. Don Callis, maybe a crafty manager, maybe like the next Bobby the Brain Heenan. And you ask me, when it comes to managing, he wants to be like Bobby Heenan. Of all people. Well, Jon Moxley, the former AEW champion, was in action. Moxley was in action against somebody tonight. Moxley did his battle. Moxley showed his worth and did what he needed to do to get the win from the former AEW champion. That Moxley did so. Well, we looked at that, Swerve and all them. Well, Daniel Garcia, and Daddy Man Daniel Garcia said he has his intentions that he want to go for the international championship. Garcia feels like he could be the next international champion, taking the championship from Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay just won the championship. What AEW doing is poor booking, when you ask me, when you kind of building to something that could have been built to down the road. I can see Daniel Garcia win the TNT championship and go for that, but I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of puzzling when you should have him in the TNT championship bracket, but he's been competing for the TNT championship and he never had got it. This would be his perfect opportunity for him to get it. So I don't know why he's want to pursue the international championship. It just bothers me. Well, they had a gauntlet to determine who's next in line for the world championship. As you see, Gargano using a big swing on somebody. I barely don't know. Even to the point that Juice Robinson tried to intervene for what's his name? I forgot his name. You know who he is? I forgot. Cesaro taking down Juice Robinson, trying to make the perfect example out of Juice. Even to the point that Will Ospreay won the match. Will Ospreay, the international champion, newly crowned international champion, will get his shot at Forbidden Door, and Will Ospreay will get his shot against Swerve Strickland, which many people would have thought that match should have been saved for All In or All Out. Play All In, since Will Ospreay is in London to challenge me and that native son, challenging Swerve for the world championship. I don't know why AEW is doing the opposite when you should have got a heel to build to both of them having two different heels, and then when you get to All In, having the match that everyone wants to see but never thought would have seen. That's the match that you want to do, not try to build it up so early and so quick. And that's what they're going to be paying for down the road. It could have been Samoa Joe coming back from the ashes to get that championship match. But they didn't want to do that, so we'll see. Also, too, an honorable mention, Samoa Joe may be mentoring Hook. Samoa Joe may be mentoring Hook to give Hook his trying to get him back to the FTW championship. Only thing I say about Hook, be careful with Joe, because Joe is the type of man that he's like the Big Show in a way in AEW. He'll turn on you and then he'll be a face for a minute and then he'll turn on you quick. So watch out for that. All right. We told you Swerve Strickland was a highlight right there tonight. Also, too, Mercedes Moné, she wants to it was a highlight too to open the show. Let's see what the Rays do with that coming up. They'll still be in the 800s, I'd say that. They're not going to reach what they think they're going to reach. All right. That's going to end the AEW Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, speaking of AEW, as you see right here, 3 used to be AEW mainstays in the beginning of the company in the 5 years. Mark Henry, who was a broadcast journalist and an advisor and a recruiter, said that he's leaving AEW. He said this week on Busted Open Radio, which that's a shock. Arn Anderson, legendary manager, when he was in AEW, he was managing Cody Rhodes. And after Cody split, Arn Anderson was trying to manage Warlord and everybody else, and he was floundering. Jack Swagger, Jake Hager, he was with Jericho's group, and now he's no longer part of the group no more. It's just kind of sad that AEW didn't know what to do with all three of them, especially when you got Mark Henry, and he's known for recruiting. He known to bring Bianca Belair. He helped recruit Jay Cargill into AEW. So it's just the theory and the thinking of what is wrong with Tony Khan on that situation and why he didn't try to keep Mark Henry as much. Mark Henry is more of an asset than a deterrent. I don't get that. Also, to Jake Hager, former world champion. No, he's not a great promo, but he can wrestle. And I don't know why is Tony Khan just letting them go like that. But I guess, like, if you ain't make me no money, then what's the point of it? And Arn Anderson, same way. We're hearing rumors and reports that Arn Anderson could be Cody Rhodes' next manager, because since Cody said he's looking for a manager, we'll see how that's going to go down. We'll see how that's going to be. Also, to Shawn Michaels, HBK Shawn Michaels right here with Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace may be signed with WWE sooner rather than you think. She appeared on NXT to challenge the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez to a match. We could see that be a possibility. Roxanne Perez being a little bit cocky. And now she could get what's coming to her. We'll see. But Roxanne Perez, look out for Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace could become WWE when her next contract comes up or what. We'll see. It's like a forbidden door in TNA and stuff with WWE. Well, speaking of that, WWE Speed did another mini tournament as Tommaso Ciampa defeated Ludwig Kaiser, and he'll go on to the semifinals, and he'll meet either Andrade or Kyle Anderson for the no more contenders tournament to determine who's going to challenge Ricochet again for the Speed Championship. Oh, we'll see how that's going to go down. So, hey, it's been an amazing week this far in wrestling. And AEW was kind of okay. It wasn't here nor there. It was in between. I think they're trying to get the fallout, trying to begin the road to Forbidden Door. So we'll see how this is going to roll. It's going to lead to a Forbidden Door. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report with Queen Nia Jax. Her coronation is this week. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, saying so long, we'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report. See you later.